Hi guys, welcome to another episode here at Wristwatch Diary, where we simply just talk about watches. First of all, I just want to thank you guys for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. Also, thank you for the comments. They do educate me when it comes to making these videos, as well as they give me a different perspective when it comes to looking at watches or watch collecting in general. The reason why we wanted to put this video together is to kind of give you a general idea what is out there for you if you're in a market of purchasing PANERAI. What does PANERAI store offer for you? I'm gonna tell you right now that there are 4 collections out there. They're gonna range anywhere from 38mm going as high as 47mm. I also have seen some really abnormous ones. They're more of a limited editions where they're in the past 47mm, but we're gonna exclude that or any other instruments PANERAI does make. We're simply just gonna focus on watches in their collection available or in their catalog available to you today. And the first one we're gonna start with is going to definitely be the Luminar Duet. Those cases are generally going to range anywhere from 38mm going up to 42mm. They also are going to offer, more often than so, clear case back, or as I like to call it, the exhibition case back. And what that means is that you can actually see the in-house movement with a little mini rotor. So the question actually is out there is, what is Luminar Duet for? Who's the type of person that would go out and purchase PANERAI Duet? And that was going to be somebody obviously with a smaller wrist, somebody that kind of wants the aesthetic appeal of owning a PANERAI, but doesn't want to deal with the utilitarian look that comes from the other models. And maybe somebody that is desiring something more on the dressier side, and definitely somebody that does not mind a low water resistancy level of 30 liters. So once you get out of that collection, you're kind of going to get into radio mirror, and radio mirror cases are generally going to range anywhere from 40mm going up to 45mm. They are going to offer more variety of dials, as more variety of complications as well. Most famous model that they have right now is definitely going to be their California dial and their tropical dials, and those are pretty incredible. I have seen those in person and they are very appealing and attractive to the public, so I see why they are kind of the popular model out there right now. Who's the guy that is going to purchase the radio mirror? And that is going to be for the purist, the history buff that loves PANERAI. As PANERAI radio mirror being the first case designed kind of by Rolex, pocketed with their pocket movements and sent off to PANERAI for sale and being issued to the Italian Navy. It's kind of like the go-to history timepiece from PANERAI's lineup. The next one after that is going to be their Luminar. Those cases are generally going to range anywhere from 40mm to 47mm. It is going to be the most common one that kind of public tends to drift towards. It's the one that's most associated with Sylvester Stallone, who wore one in the movie Daylight. And who's the Luminar Duet for? It's going to be the first-time buyer, somebody like you, somebody like me. It's an all-around versatile watch. It takes a little bit of DNA from the Luminar Duet, the radio mirror, the submersible, and kind of gets the best of all 3 worlds put into one simple watch. And it's definitely the more desirable and the easy one to sell if they decide to liquidate it in the near future. Right after that, we're going to be going into the submersible, and those cases are generally going to range anywhere from 44mm going into 47ish millimeter or so. I do know right now that submersible collection makes a little bit smaller cases. I do have to confirm that what they exactly are, because I do not want to give you the wrong information out there. But they are strictly focused on diving, more on the larger side. They do offer, they're actually the only collection that offers the rotating bezel and many color variations and options out there for you. Who's the submersible for? Well, that is going to be with somebody definitely a much larger wrist, the outdoor guy, the guy who is not afraid of exploring, the guy that's not going to be scared if he comes into contact with a hard surface. It honestly can withstand pretty significant abuse. I like to call the submersible as the Jeep Wrangler of cars, right? It's designed to do a job. Other than that, you guys, I got nothing else for you. If you wish to see more videos just like this, I'm going to see if I can capture some video footage for you guys just to kind of break this collection down for you. I am visiting a PANERAI ambassador later on this afternoon. We're just going to talk a little bit about watches, and maybe I get some footage for you guys to kind of give you the general idea of what these watches do look like. Other than this, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.